be a discussion of all things Battlestar. We're going to bring out the creative powers behind the series, executive producers Ronald D. Moore and David. And joining them is humanity's last line of defense against the outstanding and noble Cylon race. They are Admiral Adama, President Laura Roslin, the Adama and Forest Race. So David and Ron, can you smell a very large elephant in the room? Everybody's very curious about the end of the show, and the fact that you guys have chosen to end the show. Can you tell us how and when you arrived at this decision?
Well, I think, truth be told, somewhere in the second season we started talking seriously about, well, how many chapters are there really, and where are we really going to go, and how much longer do we even want to try to take the series? And at that point, the answer was sort of a couple more years, I think. And then I remember during the third season, when we did the episode, when we did Eye of Jupiter and Rapture, the two-parter, and we got to the algae planet and we discovered the temple, and the temple, erupts and points, it sends a beacon and points a specific direction toward Earth. I remember that as sort of being the first time that we said, this is really starting to say, we are going to a specific place, we're going to resolve the series, and it's time to start thinking about resolutions. And then over the course of the third season, that thought just sort of kept percolating through our minds. And I think, when we talked about this finale, it was something that when we said, let's reveal 4 of the Cylons in one fell swoop, and Kara comes back and says, I've been to Earth, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, it was that, and then all of, Ron's residual checks from Star Trek started pouring in.
Yeah.
I was saying, can't the show go a few more years? He's like, no, I feel the end coming, and I bought the house in Malibu, it's all fine.
So now that the decision's been made, Eddie, how do you feel about that?
Terrible.
They can keep my paycheck. I'll support the show myself if I had to. Really not just doing a dramatic series, episodic television to sell Cheetos. I think that honestly what has happened...
They're a fine snack, though.
That's why I brought them up. But I really want to say, honestly, is that I really think that GE and NBC and Universal and Sci-Fi Channel, I thank them profusely for giving us the opportunity to do a show like this. But I think that it caught, like Miami Vice, that caught their producership by surprise. And they all of a sudden they say, oh yeah, we had this planned all along. And it's bullshit, because basically this kind of thing happens every once in a while, and it very seldom happens to people that are standing up here. So that we are very gifted and lucky to be a part of a situation that actually was able to comment on our society as we live it today and right now. And what has happened is that we took it to the fullest. What makes Ron so prolific is that he was able to understand the opportunity and then use it to his fullest ability. Did we know that it was going to go this way? Nobody did. I was in the room right from the start, and I got to tell you, it was a planned situation of having an ending right from the beginning. They said, this will end. They told me that from the very beginning. This will end. Whether it ends in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, no one knew that. They've chosen to do this because really it's very difficult, because of the fact that most of you don't want to watch the commercials. So you haven't been watching it on your television set, you've been downloading it. And that's okay, because you've made them hundreds of millions of dollars by doing that. But the network, especially GE, can only understand the ratings of Nielsen, who needs a hole in his head. Nielsen does not calibrate. First of all, it doesn't calibrate Latinos, it doesn't calibrate African Americans, and it doesn't calibrate Asians.
And
So
yet
that,
this show does, Eddie. Does this represent your ideal scenario?
of course it does. I mean, this is exactly what television does when it does it well. This is it. This is the moment